Hilfiger. This is the Star Report, Tuesday evening. I am your host, Star, PKA Troy Terrain. Welcome to the show. All right, my top trending story, Tyre Nichols and the single mother culture theory. It's just a theory, okay? This whole whirlwind kicked up by Jason Whitlock, born in 1967, a few years younger than myself, former Fox News correspondent, and I'm going to say journalist because he came up in the era when you had to be a journalist. And he's a YouTuber. He's doing the damn thing. A salute to him. But I can't say that I know his whole, his whole position on things. And I don't want to just assume and try and categorize him and or marginalize him, okay? But he kicked up some dust recently, and he's nigga-splaining. Nigga-splaining. He posted a 3-hour and 21-minute video. I watched 45 minutes of it, and he's addressing the Dear Mama, as he put it, culture. Now, this all kicked off when he went on the Tucker Carlson show. I watched Tucker from time to time. I think he does great work. But Jason Whitlock, I've never even Googled him, I'll be honest with you. And today's the first time I ever watched 45 minutes of one of his videos on his channel. No shade, all right? Folks, if you're new to this show, this is the objective perspective, okay? I do not attack other YouTubers or content creators, and I do not encourage my audience to do that. That doesn't benefit me. That doesn't benefit anyone. So I will not be, attacking Jason Whitlock, nor will I engage in conversations that go in that direction. Let's have a rational discussion. Jason Whitlock, in case you don't know, I found out today, he was raised by a single mother himself. But he gives a lot of credit to his father. So his father was in the picture, even though his mother and father were divorced, as he put it. But he came down pretty hard on single black mothers when he was on the Tucker Carlson show. And that's the only thing that made me, kind of say, wait a minute. Otherwise, I have no problem with anything he said on Tucker Carlson show. It's about a 4-minute clip. Not that I so much agree with him, but I don't disagree with him either. Just, what he said didn't bother me. It didn't bother me, and I want to make that clear. But talking about a black single mother, that's just not my area of expertise, okay? You guys, most of you should know my background is African-American and Neapolitan. So I've asked Dana with the data to call in, and I asked Dana to specifically get me some data because years ago I addressed a similar topic, myself and number 9, and I think Dana may have been on the line, I'm not sure. But I asked her to pull up single mother stats in Russia. Memory serves me correctly, 2 out of 3 households in Russia has single mothers. But now, can that be compared to African American or black single mothers in America? Well, we'll dig and we'll somewhat sort of find out, okay? Troll babies, good evening. Can you guys hear me? How's the spelling? Okay. Dana, sit tight. I want to lay all this out and I'll cue you in, all right? So this is a theory, in my opinion. There are stats where some people will say, no, Star, this is a fact. FBI stats, crime, black single mothers are the problem. I'm not saying that. Not that I'm caping, and I certainly don't pander to any fucking group. But I want us to explore this because I just found it to be a little odd that Jason Whitlock chose the Nichols tragedy to interject that about single black mothers. Again, he was raised by a single black mother. Also, let me say, in case you're new to the show, when the video came out, we did a show less than an hour after the beating, the tragedy. I said it looked personal, not based upon the rumors or the conspiracy about smashing or sexing one of the police officers' ex-wives or girlfriends. No, Stephanie from Memphis called in about an hour, maybe an hour and 15 minutes after our show had begun. And Stephanie brought that to the table. So let's give her the credit for that. I said it looked personal based upon Tyre Nichols' dialect, how he was talking, and how I felt that the Southern black police officers were using excessive force because they didn't like him speaking all, proper. He's from California, born and raised in California. I could relate to how he was speaking myself, born and raised in the suburbs, Scotch Plains, New Jersey. And I felt, not that he didn't cause what happened to him. Let's be clear. What happened to him was horrific, inhumane, and fucking sad. I'll say it again. I feel like, in my opinion, he was tortured. He was tortured by those police officers who are now, they've all been fired, including the Caucasian and two EMS workers. You guys know this already. So I said it looked personal based upon how Tyre was talking to them and how they were responding. He said to one of them, "Hey, dude," that's a suburban thing. "Dude, where you going, dude? Dude, what's up?" And then he said, "You guys are doing a lot." And I felt that they were trying to teach him a lesson. You're in the South, you uppity. You know what I said. I'm not going to go back and repeat it. So this single mother culture theory, I'm asking you, does it have legs? If it has legs, call in, chime in, Cash App, Super Chat, what have you. Is it a reality? Now, Jason Whitlock, he did play a video today. Pardon me, was it today? I'm sorry. Anyway, the clip that he posted, 3 hours and 21 minutes. Again, I just watched 45 minutes of it. He brought some guests on, somebody named Royce White. I think I've seen him before, but I'm just not exactly sure. I think he's a former professional athlete, and some other people. And I didn't stick around for them. But Jason Whitlock played a clip on his show of Jay-Z from 2019. Jay-Z, Sean Carter, made the direct correlation between single black mothers and young black males being raised and being angry and rejecting authority. He said he himself was one. But now let me say this. Neither Jay-Z nor Jason Whitlock is a sociologist. Neither one of them has a degree in history, social science, unless I missed Jason Whitlock's resume. Troll babies, Jay-Z's a rapper, hell of a businessman. He's got no degree. Traveled the world, he's got experience, knowledge, wisdom, that's great. I'm a college dropout. For those who don't know, I did one semester at Hunter College. I couldn't produce my goddamn college, pardon me, I couldn't produce my high school transcripts. And they said, "Hey, come on, just enough's enough." All right, sit tight on the phones. I see you guys. Dana, let me just put Dana in the queue because Dana's got some research for me. For us. Dana, sit tight. I'll be right there. Sit tight. Any truth to what Jason Whitlock said? And again, I do not take shots at other content creators. That doesn't benefit me. My audience does not want that from me. So let's have a healthy discussion. I may put his face in the thumbnail because he's lit right now. Jason Whitlock, he's lit. Somehow I thought he was a former professional athlete. Did I miss something? Hey, Shakira Ruiz, I see you in the live chat. That's one of my sponsors. She's promoting her book. Nice to see you there, all right? Okay, so also, pardon me, my showrunner, HBCU, apologizes for recruiting white football player. I couldn't fit all that in there, but many of you should know this story. Hold on a second. Where is it? Did I print it out? Holy smokes. Give me a second, guys. Marcus Stokes. A blue chip high school recruit made headlines after it was revealed that he lost his scholarship to the University of Florida after the school discovered footage of him using the N-word. Was he just saying something? I saw the clip and I didn't even click on it. I said, what? My position is, why did the HBCU give him a goddamn scholarship? The decision by the University of Florida to revoke his scholarship offer led to several other Power 5 conference schools rescinding offers as well. So the Albany State University, HBCU, offered him a scholarship. He then went on Twitter, boasted and bragging on January the 24th that he had received an offer from the Golden Rams, which led to the backlash. So they have also now released an apology, the HBCU, and they have rescinded his scholarship as well. Scholarship, HBCU. Was anybody out of a scholarship because they gave him one? I haven't kept up in administration in years in terms of HBCUs. I did travel to many HBCUs back in 1990. You know this already, when I was with Virgin Records. Dana with the data. Good evening, Dana. Thank you for chiming in. Are you there, Dana?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Loud and clear. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. So I want to be as fair as possible. Jason Whitlock has the right to say things. I don't think he was necessarily wrong with what he said on the Tucker Carlson show, but the Mammy, I was about to say Mammy, the Dear Mama culture that he referred to, I just thought that was kind of weird. Can you give me your thoughts before we get to the stats that you did pull up?
Yes. It was weird, and it was very unprofessional for somebody with his expertise, being a journalist for 30 plus years. Yeah. Because he did he made 3 points in that 4-minute Tucker Carlson clip. Yeah. And of course, it's a clip and it's a short interview. It's not something drawn out. And he talked about the media. He talked about the way Memphis Police Department. And then the final thing he touched on was in a result of Black single mothers. And that has nothing to do with why Tyre Nichols was murdered. So why would you pin that on Black women, particularly Black single mothers? And I didn't watch his whole 3-hour show, but I watched the first hour. Okay. And it was 3 hours of him trying to explain, but you're explaining on a subject that has nothing to do with what happened last week to Tyre Nichols.
If I can jump in for a second. Here. The correlation that he made was directly had pointed at CJ, the Memphis police chief, who I said right after I watched the video, I want her fired. He said that Memphis, the police department, was being led, by a single Black female. My research showed that she's married and has grandkids. So was he off? Did you hear that?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
I was going to say, I didn't get, when he was talking about her, yeah. He was more so referring to the matriarchal culture, like our society being led by the matriarchy. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But when he was talking about the baby mama, he was making a correlation with the police officers, those cops, the Memphis 5, that's what I'm calling it, because he's comparing the cops' actions to gang-related behavior and not bad policing, and gang-related behavior stems from single mother, Black single mother household. Right. So, yeah, so it's two things: the matriarchal society and Black single mothers, which is the end result of why Tyre Nichols was murdered. And
according to him. Now, hold on a second.
According to him.
Now, hold on. Folks, for those who don't know, if you're new to the show, I do not support tribalism. So I don't jump out the window when people start saying we, us, and them. not that I'm better than anybody else, but I'm from the school of Ayn Rand. I am an objectivist. So, if we don't share the same philosophy and or ideology, I don't necessarily allow someone to just call me brother. And, but at the same time, I am a man of color, so I understand how I'm perceived in America. I just wanted to say that. Now Dana, before we take calls and other things, I do want to let people chime in by way of Cash App and PayPal. Did I put that on top of the live chat? Yes, I did. I asked you to pull some research based upon Russia. How many? What did you find before I hit you with a bunch of questions?
There was a whole bunch of stuff that came up, dissertations. So I wanted to zoom into the numbers. So this is by the National Library, the NIH.gov.
Okay.
So it says here that we investigate the dramatic growth of non-marital childbearing in contemporary Russia, where the percentage of non-marital births grew from 14.6% in 1990 to 29.8% in 2004, according to official data. So that's a big increase, and it continues to increase. Also from the Gallup.com, countries where single mothers are more likely to fall into the lowest group category. What is it? Czech Republic? I think that's Russia, right? Yeah, that's a part of that area. 61% is at 61%, where the United States is at 56%.
Okay.
Women family status, single children and households, it says post-Soviet Eurasia is at 13%. So, which is pretty high.
Yeah.
It's a lot of European countries listed under the single mother-led households.
Yeah. So I'm sorry. I wanted you to pull that information so that we're not just, going in on single black mothers in America. I mean, that can be, people just in their feelings and who want to troll. But also, did you find any stats?
Right, one more.
In Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico. Oh. What'd you find out there?
Yes.
Anything?
And let me just say this one more thing. By financesonline.com, countries with high percentage of children in single-parent household, United States is first by 23%, United Kingdom 21%, Russia 18%, Denmark 17%. So Russia's always in the mix. Now, as far as Puerto Rico, this is by the Puerto Rico Report.com, child poverty in Puerto Rico. Over the past 3 decades, child poverty in the United States has fallen 59% from 28 to 11%. In Puerto Rico, 57% of children live in poverty. This was back in 2020. The Department of Health and Human Services reports 65.6% of families headed by a single mother lived in poverty in 2019. So they have 65.6% families led by single mothers.
Yeah. Okay. Hold on one second, Dana. Elvis the Chef Rosenberg, I see your donation. Thank you for tapping in. Elvis, might you want to call in at some point and tell us about the migrants in some hotel in New York City that refused to be relocated? Is it to Red Hook, Brooklyn? Don't you have, I'll just say, some business there? Elvis the Chef, I'm not sure. Okay, sit tight, Dana. I'm going to bring some calls in. Also, thank you for the email. Who just sent me this? A suburban school teacher charged with stealing $1.5 million worth of chicken wings. Yeah, I saw that story earlier.
Oh, I saw that.
Oh, we're going to get to that. All right, hold on a second, guys. Area code 201. Good evening. Are you there? 201. 201.
Hey, Star.
Hey, good evening.
Hey, Star, you there?
I'm here. Yes, sir.
How you doing? Good evening.
Good.
I want to touch on Jason Whitlock, if I may.
Yeah, can you turn that down in the background or something? It's a little noisy in your background.
I got you. Yep, I got you. Pardon me.
Give me a second.
Got you. Yep, I'm here.
Go ahead.
I would like to say I don't disagree with anything he said.
Okay.
I would have liked him to elaborate even more I believe the problem that we're all having humanity-wise is that there's systematic things in place for blacks and whites. As far as with us, it's our household. As far as us, I mean, as far as black men.
Okay.
It's the household. Okay. You know, a lot of it dealing first from the Vietnam War. When the men went to war, the government stepped in and they were there to take care of our households as far as welfare.
Okay.
While we weren't there to get the men out of the house. If I step over to as far as the white family, how they crumble is credit. Men, not males, feel the need to take care of those that they love, even if it's themselves. If you take that away, the household crumbles.
Okay. I have no problem with what you're saying, and again, I have no problem with what Jason Whitlock said, but it doesn't necessarily apply to me. So, I can only go but so deep, pause, without making it sound like I'm just reading off of stats, because stats can be skewed. A lot of stats are skewed, especially FBI crime rates and things of that nature. So with regards to the baby mama and dear mama culture that he made reference to, that was the only thing that I was questioning. Is there validity there? Because again, Jay-Z, I forget where he was. It was at some type of forum. Jay-Z made the direct correlation to, arrogance, crime, young black males coming from a single parent home, a mother to be exact.
There's definitely, without the man in the house, not male, because again, men feel the need to take care of something, even if it's just themselves.
Right.
Males go along. We can call them sheep. For males go along. Men take care of things, whether it's business, themselves. Yeah. With the baby mama, when she's dealing with a male and not a man, she doesn't understand her place. There's a loss there, and there's what's the word I'm looking for?
Take your time.
Not anger, not anger, but kind of like a letdown. So she feels resentment. That's the word.
Okay.
So
a defiant nature. A defiant nature.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
Exactly.
Okay.
That's all I had to say, Star, man. I appreciate you taking my call.
I appreciate
brother.
you calling in.
Not
Thank
brother.
you. Yeah, and I'm not your brother. Thank you, sir. Oh, he tried me. Dana, I sent you a text. Would you care to chime in? Is Dana there? Dana with the data.
Dana. Can you hear me?
I can hear you now. It was cracking.
Yeah. Okay. All right. What you saying?
No, never mind. I sent you a text, but I don't want to go back and then we focus on an error, but just in case you wanted to mention it.
No, it wasn't no error. I got the text.
Okay. You don't want to mention it? Because they'll say, she don't know. You said the check.
Yeah, because you said it was Czech. Oh God, I'm about to say that Czech Republic. Czech Republic is that in Russian? I'm like, no, it's next to it. Yeah. So, but that was on the list as far as income. Okay. But Russia, I still need the stats for the single mother stats for Russia.
I don't want
to separate.
I don't want to focus on that, but sometimes when you say something, and then people say, it's not in Russia, But anyway, all right, let's.
Right, because you say one thing and it's like that was this. Yeah, that is next to Russia. If you go in history, we used to be a part of Russia. Now it's not. But the fact is that they have low income for mothers. Russia still have a high single mother rate. Yeah, and I did give those stats.
Okay, hang on a second, Dana. Folks, I also watched D.L. Hughley on The Daily Show. I just watched a clip. I don't watch The Daily Show. I know that Trevor Noah left. I watched him once in a while. I watched Jon Stewart once in a while when he was on there. But I thought D.L. Hughley was horrible. He was cringeworthy. Did anybody see D.L. Hughley filling in on The Daily Show? He looked and sounded out of touch. His jokes were just, I don't know, maybe just a little too racist for the audience. And he was trying to play the black card, and it wasn't working. Dana, did you see Dale Hughley? No, on the Daily Show?
No.
Not that you had to. I'm just asking. No?
No, I didn't see. I don't watch him.
Yeah, okay. All right, so let's get back to Jason Whitlock. And did we mention, Dana, that the Scorpion unit was put in place by CJ, the current, police chief, Sterling Davis? This was this. I'm sorry. Okay, you were saying okay.
No, I was going to say yes. She became Memphis police chief in 2021, and I believe probably like 6 months into her term, she created this unit, this special unit, and that was, I think, 5 major news outlets have reported this as of recently. And she told people, she was telling the police department, stop giving out tickets to cars and just start ceasing them.
Yeah. According to the New York Times, and she also said violent offenders needed to be targeted with new urgency. This is what CJ put into motion, the current Memphis police chief, by way of her Scorpion, I'm going to say her Scorpion unit that has been disbanded. Folks, if you want to call in, the numbers on the screen. And also, I want to welcome back one of my sponsors, www.smartlandbuyers.com. You can get yourself a piece of land, no money down. You have to say Star sent you, okay? www.smartlandbuyers.com. Let me just read another super chat here. Hey, Felicia, I got your donation. I do not see a message, but thank you for tapping in, okay? And I'm going to print this story out about the woman stealing. Yeah, listen, maybe she was trying to figure out what to do with all the chicken wings. This was during the pandemic. You noticed, right, Dana?
I saw it on the Shade Room. So I just saw the headline and I saw what the woman looked like. I'm like, how do you steal $1 million worth of chicken?
Hey,
what do you want to do with it? Maybe she was selling it. I don't know.
She was selling it. Yeah. Hey, I'm going to print this out. Dana, go ahead and promote your platform. Tell us what your latest video you did and what's coming up, please.
Yeah, so I was going to go live today, but my hair was a mess. But go to The Real Dana on YouTube and subscribe. I will be going live tomorrow afternoon discussing Jason Whitlock comments and also discussing the chief of police of Memphis. She must resign. She should step down. And that's the only way to get her out of there if you put pressure on her to step down.
I don't know the particulars with regards to her resigning. I'm sure she'll get her full pension. It might be to her advantage to resign, but I just think she's got to go. I said that right after we saw the video first posted on social media. Hold on a second, Dana. Maurizio, I got your donation. Thank you, sir. Maurizio, I'll be back in New York next month. I don't have a date yet. Just give me some time, homie. I got stuff to handle here in Atlanta. We're lit down here. New York needs help. We're lit down here. But thank you for your donation. Hey, Patrice, I got your donation as well. Malibu, I got your donation. Malibu, I don't do all that sort of back and forth stuff with other channels. I'm not trying to hear none of that stuff, man. But thank you just the same, all right? And also, Low Key Radio, are you in the live chat if you want to call in? I thought I saw you in the live chat posting your links. One of my sponsors, guys, Low Key Radio. Shoot me an email if you, okay, there you are. Shoot me an email if you want to call in, do some promotion, all right? Let's bring in area code 313. We're talking about this theory of Jason Whitlock's and Jay-Z's. Are you there? Area code 313. Good evening.
Yeah, I'm here. What's going on, Star?
Hey, how are you, sir?
Doing pretty well. I think Jason Whitlock was right on point.
Come on.
I don't think he said anything wrong. Huh?
Come on.
Oh, yeah, I don't think he said anything wrong. I was a young black male. Oh, no problem. Same, basically single mom.
Okay.
I was off the walls. Me and my twin brother, you know. Yeah. And to be honest with you,
sir, I need you to focus right
probably
here.
would've got killed.
Sir, focus here. You're doing a lot of stuff in the background. Come on, please.
Yeah, my bad. My wife is bothering me. But yeah, basically.
Well, how about we get you up out of here, man? Folks, come on. I'm sipping tea tonight. No alcohol. This discussion, I'm opening the floor to you guys. If I say what I want to say and go where I want to go, your mother's white, Star. Stay out of this. Okay? Hold on a second. Pam, I got your donation. Thank you for tapping in. William Bobo, I got your donation also. Okay? Let's bring in area code 202. Are you ready? 202.
Yes, sir. Yes, I am.
Yes, sir. How are you? Let's get to the topic. Trending topic.
Okay, so I was raised by my mother, but I also had my grandparents and my grandfather in my life as well as my grandparents. I also had my my uncles and stuff.
Okay.
And stuff like that. So I had a manly presence. A lot of times men who were raised by their mothers, a lot of times they don't, and I also had my mother's boyfriend. But anyway, a lot of times, like I said, men who don't have that masculine role around, they can.
I wouldn't know, sir. I come from the suburbs, 2 parents. Life was great. Colored TV in the living room in the 70s, wall-to-wall carpet, and I had my own bedroom. I wouldn't know about fighting over sneakers, roaches in the cereal. I don't know that world. Educate us, please.
Well, I mean, it's what comes with the territory of the broken family. You know what I'm saying?
No, I don't. But go ahead.
But
I don't know.
But this is what since I paid money, can I really say what I really want to say?
Well, nigga, talk.
I don't like the fact that these niggas out here be crying mommy when they die. Like,
right.
Hey, what would Malcolm X say about this?
Right.
What would Malcolm X,
Come on.
What would Malcolm X say about this if he was here? Mommy, nigga, it's time to die.
Okay.
Be a real nigga. Go listen. I punched a police officer in the face. I'm from D.C. Southeast.
Okay.
I punched a police officer in the face. Got away smooth.
Shit.
That ain't the everyday story.
Right.
That ain't the everyday story. Got away smooth. Walked away smooth. He didn't I didn't have to say unhand me. I just hit him in his face. I was looking for trouble.
Shit.
I wasn't under arrest. He wasn't bothering me. But that's neither here nor there. But my thing is this: be a thug about it if you're gonna resist arrest.
Yeah.
If you're gonna resist arrest, be a thug about it. Don't be mommy. All this George Floyd mommy.
Oh my
That's
goodness.
Some sucker stuff, man.
Yeah.
I have no respect for these niggas dying like that. They got to go out thorough.
Yeah. I don't mind a statue for Tyre Nichols, but I'll be goddamned if I'll ever take a picture standing next to a George Floyd statue. That'll never happen. That's Gator to me from Jungle Fever.
Guess what?
That's
Guess
Gator.
what, Star?
He's high on that
These
shit.
niggas is going out. Guess what, Star? These niggas is going out like cold suckers.
Okay.
They not going out thorough. If you going out saying mommy, nigga, come on, man.
Okay.
Mommy, nigga.
Yeah.
Mommy.
Look,
My thing
can I
is
say
this.
something?
Jump in there, Dana. Come on. Let's get it cracked.
Hey, hold on, real quick.
Well, hang on, sir. Hold on. Dana wants to talk.
Okay.
Sir. Let Dana speak. We're having a discussion. Go ahead, Dana.
I want to say the reason why Tyre Nichols screamed out "mom" or "mommy" is because his mother's house was two doors down. So he wasn't doing a George Floyd. He was trying to get somebody's attention to come outside and maybe intervene so they could stop whooping his ass.
But this is the thing, though. You should have complied right away. See. I'm gonna tell you something. What you're not gonna see is niggas with bricks of coke in the trunk doing this silly stuff. What you're not gonna see is niggas with duffel bags of guns doing this silly, goofy stuff. It be these weird niggas who ain't even really been to the Fed. They never did no time. They never, you know what I'm saying? They some weird ass niggas, man. I'm just being real with you.
Okay, so I'm going to jump in here and say I don't believe that those police were going to cut him any slack at all based upon how he was talking. I don't know. Matter of fact, hold on. Tyre Nichols' father is on TMZ.com right now saying that whole thing about Tyre having sex or relationship with one of the police officers' wives, that's cap. He said that's a rumor. It never happened. It never happened.
They did that before. They did that with George Floyd, talking about he was sleeping with the with the cop's wife. They always gonna say something.
Yeah, okay.
But here's the
this is his father saying it, sir, as opposed to the police. But go ahead and finish up. Go ahead, finish up.
All I'm saying is this, because I don't worry about looking at it from the news. I worry about looking at the full raw footage.
Oh,
we need to start going for the full raw footage.
We got ourselves a reading nigga here. Okay. All right.
When you see the raw footage, you see what really happened. He was told to get out. He was told to do what they said. He never did it. He kept saying, okay, and not doing it. It ain't no...
Well, they were beating him off the rip, sir, yes? Hang on, sir. They were beating him off the rip. Pow, 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 pow.
Listen, they were saying to do what they were asking him to do off the rip.
Okay.
He wasn't doing it.
Gotcha.
You got to look at the video.
Okay. Huh. Yeah, I didn't see it, so I got to go back. Thank you. Oh, Jesus Christ. Once niggas start that shit, yeah, you got to go look at it. Danny, you there?
Yes.
So listen, I want you to finish
he said
up.
The raw footage.
Yeah. Dan, I want you to finish up because I'm about to go left, and I don't want to disrespect you, but I'm trying to be objective, but I'm about to go in on black women because if now's not the time to discuss this, you folks respectfully don't come back to me. Yo, we should have spoke about it. Now's the time. Dana, go ahead and finish up. And do you have any other stats you want to put on the table or no?
No, I said all of the numbers of stats or whatever. So black women are not at the top of the single mother poll. So we're kind of in the middle or down below. But let me just say this about the matriarchal culture. It's basically controlled by men, particularly white men. So stop coming for women.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
okay.
And subscribe to The Real Dana on YouTube.
Absolutely. Thank you, Dana.
You're welcome.
Okay. I appreciate her. I just called her maybe an hour ago and I said, hey, can you pull some stats on, single females raising children in other parts of the world so that it's not just, going at or going in on black women. But if you want to go in on black women, call in, send in a donation. Don't be scared. If I go there, yo, you hate black women, I'm giving you the chance. I found nothing wrong with what Jason Whitlock said on the Tucker Carlson show. I mean, I looked at that when he said about the black women. I said, I don't know, but Guys, who is Royce White? Maybe I should Google him. He came on, okay, wait a minute, okay. I got somebody who wants to get on the line. Who is Royce White? Who's on the line? Okay. Hey there, good evening. What name are you using? Good evening. 404.
I'm using Anika. Hello, Star.
Hey, Anika. Nice to have you aboard.
Thanks for having me. Thanks for the invite. I didn't think I was going to make it, but then, I looked up Jason Whitlock's comments, and I was like, okay, well, this doesn't quite add up, and I wonder if he's positioning himself for the release of a book, and he's going to capitalize on the latest black male anti-black woman grift, because his breakdown of one of his YouTube clips doesn't even make any sense. Hold on, I wrote down some quotes here. Sorry, I'm sitting in my in the parking lot at work.
Take your time.
So he talks about. Hold on, let me turn on the lights. Let me look at my notes.
Guys, this is Anika. She calls in from time to time. She always leaves great comments. You're somewhere in the Atlanta metro area. Somewhere, yes?
Yep, that's correct.
Okay. Go Go ahead. You have the floor.
All right. So I just captured a few quotes from, I guess this was the January 30th episode of his show, Fearless. And a lot of this doesn't really make sense. And I think, once again, he's just setting up a grift and wanted to capitalize off of the controversy, similar to a Candace Owens talking a bunch of nonsense for attention. So he says, so the Scorpion unit was started in November 2021 to combat violent behavior, largely unparented young black males terrorized in Memphis. These types of units were common in higher crime single parent neighborhoods. The police starts gangs to combat gang violence. Young men without fathers in the home are attracted to gangs, but baby mama culture celebrates gang involvement. Can anyone help me interpret what he means here?
Well, I don't know his channel like that. I mean, I've seen him in the past on Fox, Fox News and other things. He is a journalist, born in '67, a few years younger than myself. So I'm not trying to kick dirt on him, but I questioned that particular angle. And he's the product of a divorced home, raised by his black mother. His black mother, but he gives more credit to his black father.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. Yeah, speaking of the single, so he says, so he's a product of a divorced mother. My mother was awesome. She took a second job and moved us out of the ghetto and enter a working class neighborhood. Yeah. But the truth is, I am who I am, good or bad, because of my father.
Yep.
How? I feared and revered him. He taught me the importance of self-sufficiency, but it took his mother to move him out of the ghetto. Yeah. So I would like some additional information on what this guy's background in terms of gender relationships, sexuality.
Are you familiar with him, Anika, from television? Are you familiar with him?
Sorry, go ahead.
Are you familiar with him, prior to his comments? No?
No. When I looked him up, I saw that he was some kind of sports commentator, some kind of political journalist, bounced from ESPN to, I think I read Fox News to AOL, I think. So I think
Kansas City Star, ESPN, AOL Sports. But hang on a second. I'm going to get right to the heart of the matter here. He's literally blaming the tragedy on
black women.
Single black mother culture. What say you?
Well, I think that he's making the same mistake that many other members of I suspect he's a member of the poisonous arm of the black manosphere. There's this cognitive dissonance amongst this type who, for some reason, they talk about black women lacking accountability when he himself talked about just yesterday on that clip how it took his mother to move him out of the ghetto. So there's a certain level of I don't want to call it self-hatred, but there's something going on within a certain generation of black men that has caused this level of resentment toward their black mothers.
I was just about to say resentment. Yeah, continue, please, continue.
Yeah, and I wonder if, so for example, when you look at a lot of these black manospheres and their criticisms of black women and the, and the reasons why they leave them behind when they get a few dollars to rub together or reach a certain status. They talk about, their aggression and all that stuff. And I wonder if it's because these women are responding to the pressures of the communities that they grow up in, the communities that his father, who he says he admired, but did he not live with his father? Where was his father? Did his father not raise him?
Yeah.
And so for
that
some reason...
That I don't know. Go ahead.
Yeah, and so for some reason they seem to demonize the woman who stayed, and even though, sure, might have had some anger issues, maybe, as a result of the pressures of their environment, was perhaps a little more aggressive than he would have liked, but they never seemed to look at the one who abandoned and the one who left, the one who did not stay.
No.
The one who did not stay.
Anika, can you hold in a second? Anika, can you stay there? I want
to
take a call or two. Guys, Anika is a longtime supporter of the machine here. Let me just acknowledge a few people. Wemmy Tube, I got your donation. Thank you so much. Also, who just sent in a very nice to Spanky Big Head. Got your donation. Thank you for your support. Hold on a second. Wemmy Tube sent 2 donations. Okay, thank you so much. Also, RC from the 315. Boss, I was going to send in a large donation to sit Randy down, but Rory already put him in a casket, okay? Gemstar says, Royce White is a biracial. Okay, okay. I don't want to call people names. He was in the NBA. He was too scared to fly. Okay. Yeah, I'm not that familiar with him. Well, not familiar with him at all, I should say, but I just Googled him. Thank you for your donation. Charlie says, growing up in that 70s and 80s, was Wayne Gretzky really that nigga in hockey? Absolutely. Absolutely, yeah. Okay, thank you for your donation. Let me bring in somebody, Anika, if you can hang out with me. 917, good evening. Are you there? 917.
Yes, I am. Low Key Radio.
Hey, what's up, man? Good to hear from you.
Likewise.
Okay.
How are things on your end?
Good. Do you want to promote your channel? I mean, or do you want to just join the conversation? You have the floor. Let me get your information on the screen. What do you want to do?
Absolutely. Yeah, so definitely subscribe to Low Key Radio. It's a 24/7 instrumental hip-hop channel.
On YouTube?
Dedicated to the golden era.
Yeah.
Yes, on YouTube. Dedicated to the golden era of hip-hop. So if you want to listen to some beats, you could definitely tune in. We're updating every day.
Nice.
I definitely took your advice.
Okay.
We did start programming, doubling up and tripling up on certain beats.
Right. Yeah.
So, yeah.
You have to program that music into people's heads so that when they hear it, they say, "Oh, I know this song." You have to make them them zombies. Right. Go ahead.
Exactly.
Okay, are you up to speed on Jason Whitlock's comments, or no? I mean, if you just wanted to promote your platform?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, I just wanted to promote the platform. Yeah.
Okay. All right, so listen, man, I just found it. Pardon me, I'm a little slow on the trigger here this evening, but I'm going to put it on the screen, and I will make sure it stays there for at least 5 minutes. Subscribe to Low Key Radio, okay?
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Good to talk
Enjoy
to you.
Your night.
You too. Salute. Okay.
All right.
Hold on, Anika. Let's bring in area code 214. Good evening. Are you there? 214. We're talking about Jason Whitlock's comments. Also championed by Jay-Z in 2019. 214. You there? 214. Yes, no, maybe. Gotta go. Okay.
Hey, dog.
Hey. 512. Good evening. Are you there? 512. Let's get right to it.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
What's
sir.
going on?
How are you, man?
Yeah, so the most important thing is at this situation with the chief of police, are blacks capable of leadership, right? Think about Chicago, Detroit, certain boroughs of New York City. It seems like whenever blacks come into chief of police, mayors, things quickly go awry. Over decades, things go awry.
Okay.
Board of Education, president of Board of Education. You see that school district go south, right? So, I mean, that's one aspect of this. It's just, are blacks capable of real leadership, or do they just become facsimiles for the white supremacists that they're replacing but still being financed by? So, yeah, I think that.
Well, now, hang on, sir. When you say blacks, you're broad stroking because there's so many different cultures under that umbrella of being black, whether it's African, whether it's Caribbean, Cape Verdean,
FBAs.
Native,
FBAs.
What's that?
FBAs, Foundational Black Americans.
You're going at them in particular? Say if you are, say so. Don't be scared now.
Absolutely. I
Okay.
mean, look at Detroit. Look at Chicago. Once again, these are Baltimore. These have been black-run cities for decades.
Okay.
And me personally, I'm just tired of the excuses, right?
Are you yourself a man of color, sir? Who are we talking to? Who are we talking to?
I am an FBA. I'm a Black American.
Damn. Hating on your own?
100%.
Well, what's going on, homie?
No, sir. It's time for the younger generation to stand up. And, we have to change things. And the first thing is admitting that there's a problem. A lot of times when our older Black brothers and sisters, when they come into power, they just taking the money and they're going to say, oh, you got to play the game. With these white folks and let me become mayor, you can't just come out here doing all that shit that you want to do, boy. You know what I'm saying?
Sir, might you be a tether pretending to be FBA? You came in going right
no,
at
sir.
FBA. Hang on. I mean, listen, we have to grill everybody and just see who we're talking to. Hold on.
No, sir, definitely not a tether. My great-grandparents are from northern Mississippi. They're of that Ida B. Wells generation.
Gotcha. Okay.
They moved to Memphis at the turn of, like in the 1920s. My family was in Memphis. Mm-hmm. My great-grandfather worked in a steel mill, saved up money, and bought land over in Arkansas, which is farm.
Well, so I'm just going to say this. Hang on. I'm going to say this. You could add up all the FBA governors and mayors, councilmen, and it still would not equal the great hustler to the Black communities in the history of politics. You know who I'm talking about? I used to call him Nichols Slick. Huh? Huh?
No, I don't. I'm thinking
Barack Obama. I didn't vote for him. I didn't vote for him. I knew what he was about off the rip. I said he ain't doing nothing for Black folk, and he did not. He gave right. Black folks the My Brother's Keeper initiative. An initiative.
So once again, Eric Holder was in charge of the FBI under Barack Obama. Now Kamala Harris. Once again, these are all people who have in some way aided and abetted white supremacy by way of serving as prosecutors. So it's basically like white people have created archetypes that you have to fit yourself into to get put into these positions. And so Negroes worldwide fight to put themselves into these positions. Mm-hmm. The mammies, the coon, et cetera, et cetera. So, I mean, that's really all I wanted to contribute. And just remember, brothers and sisters, that, not you, Star, but that in the Freddie Gray case, over half of the officers that killed Freddie Gray were Black.
Right. Anika, any comment on what this man is saying? Sir, stay right there.
Yeah, he makes a very good point. And I've always said that the issue wasn't about race, and I think that it kind of exposed the flawed thinking and the flawed approach to reform that the Black community had been taken. The focus on the race when the real issue is trusting the wrong people with power. Looking at revisiting the type of weaponry that we use in police engagement. Okay. Psychological testing. Looking at how we recruit people, and maybe we need to raise salaries to recruit better quality candidates.
Okay.
Looking at things from a policy standpoint.
Okay. Sir, I thank you for your calling, your donation. Have a great night. Thank you.
All right.
Okay. All right, I got Anika on the line. Oh, wow. Anika, did your call drop out? Holy smokes. Hold on, guys. Your call dropped. Can you call back? Give her a second, guys. Let me thank some people for your donations. Is it Naja? Naja got your donation here to support the machine. Thank you so much. Wemmy Tube got your donation. Obama was smooth. His speech in Cairo was iconic. I used to call him Nichols Slick. What did he say? Put on your marching shoes. Take off your slippers. That nigga said, take off your slippers. Anika, are you back? Are you there?
Yes, I'm back.
Okay. Did you vote for Obama? Just curious. Nichols Slick?
Yes, I did. I did both times.
Were you pleased? Were you pleased with his efforts? He's smooth as shit.
You know what? Okay, so the first time I voted for him, I was super excited. I even volunteered for his, campaign thing. He had like a college thing going. So I participated in that. Yeah. And I gotta tell you, symbolically, yes. In terms of policy, that has impacted my life directly, no. But I still stand by my vote because I do think he was a lesser of the evils from a domestic policy standpoint. I regret nothing.
Okay. Hang on, guys. Sit tight on the phones. Okay, someone else in here. Folks, okay, please stop sending me the emails about the woman who stole $1.5 million worth of chicken wings. I got the story. We may or may not get to it. Hold on. Marvin, I got your donation. Thank you. Marvin says, salute, nigga. Keep your foot on these niggas' necks. So I don't know whose neck I got my foot on tonight. I'm trying to give people a chance to either co-sign what Jason Whitlock said or to say he's wrong. I haven't even put my foot on the gas yet. I'm about to, but thank you for your donation, all right? Mike, I got your donation as well. A black man can teach a nigga. No, okay, let me go back. Okay, this is Ebonics. Hang on, folks, I struggle with Ebonics. A black mama can't teach a nigga shit but struggle. What do you think about that, Anika?
Well, where's the men? Why is she struggling? That statement reminds me of these losers online talking about, welfare took black men out of the home. And I'm like, well, why does she qualify for welfare if you're in the home? Like, there's this cognitive dissonance going on with you, some of you black men, that I find it frankly disgusting. Y'all look pathetic.
I think I have another sponsor.
Instead of competing with men of other groups, you beat down on black women.
Are you with a black man currently, Anika? And 803, hold on. Can we get a little personal, Anika?
No, I'm with the Caucasian at the moment. However, I never discriminated in terms of my dating life. I've always dated all over the map. I've been with Hispanics, whites, blacks, Nigerians. Never been with a Jamaican, oddly, even though I'm Jamaican.
Whoa! Now, you see, I wasn't going to put that out there because, we somewhat sort of know each other. So you're Jamaican, yet you have never been intimate with a Jamaican man, but you are dating a Caucasian now. Can we ask, how long have you and this Caucasian been, intertwined?
Well, only a couple of months.
You have upgraded, yes?
No, I think I don't look at skin color. I look at compatibility and character.
Right.
And I think that the quicker black women start looking at compatibility and character instead of skin color, I think the better we'll be. The better off we'll be, especially socioeconomically. We're dealing with a group of men who try to diminish career and educational attainment.
Gotcha.
Within their community when we're near the bottom of the socioeconomic ladder. It doesn't make any sense. I think that messaging is treasonous, and I think it's highly problematic. And I think the proliferation of this kind of messaging is what's going to keep black people at the bottom of the socioeconomic ladder. Okay.
Daphne, are you on the line? Area code 803. Daphne from Creditology. Daphne.
Hey, how are you?
Hey, thank you for tapping in. I want you to promote your platform first, and then we'll get you into the conversation if you want to. Want to join in?
Okay. I am from Creditology 101 LLC, and we actually help with building business credit, personal credit. I'm a realtor as well for multiple states, so we talk about home buying and just DIY credit repair and things of that nature. But I wanted to promote my podcast.
Please.
Real Talk with Creditology 101. And so where we're just talking about all things that that matter, right? Mm-hmm. So today we did a session. I had a licensed therapist on, and we talked about mental health awareness. And then the week before that, we did a session on grief. And so, just trying to promote that and just get the word out.
Did you say Greece, the country, or personal grief?
Grief, like grieving. Yeah, personal.
Oh, okay.
Right, yeah. So.
Now, hang on, because you all.
Not grief, the country.
Right. You also do the tea. You do the tea now. I saw some videos you talking about a lot of current topics, right?
Yeah, just trying to get in a little bit on the current topics as
Good
well,
for you.
The hot topics and
Good for you.
Things of that nature as well. Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Nice. Okay. Any thoughts on these comments by Jason Whitlock that have gone viral? Talking about black single mothers being the blame for crime and other things. And he focused really on the Tyre Nichols tragedy in Memphis, Tennessee. Are you up to speed or no?
I am not up to speed with his comment, but I am up to speed with the Tyre Nichols and what's going on with it. Mm-hmm. And as a black single parent who was a teenage mom, I'm offended, but I think that, we're only responsible for what we're responsible for. And as a parent, we can teach our children certain things. And it happens with all of us. Like, I did things that my parents didn't necessarily teach me to do. And so, at some point we have to lay that blame not necessarily on the parents, and specifically single parents. I think that that's unfair, because if we did have more help, then maybe some situations would have changed, and or may not, and so you just never know. We have people come from two-parent families that are, in the prison system and doing things of that nature. So I think to place the blame on the parents is kind of unjust.
Can I ask a personal question? I ask you this with all due respect. How'd you lose your black man?
How did I lose my what?
You said you're a single parent, right?
I was a teenage mom. I had my son when I was 17.
Okay, your son's still here? I mean,
he is. But actually, my husband passed away to COVID.
Oh.
In 2021.
I'm so sorry. I was trying to just throw you a curveball, but I didn't know. Pardon me. Woo. Let's get away from that.
I'm up on curveballs.
Okay.
I'm a quick study.
Okay, but you had him before COVID.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Anika, any questions, or do we just let Daphne go? Where's Anika?
Nope, no questions. Thank you, Daphne.
Thank you, Daphne.
Have a good one.
Okay.
Bye. You too.
Okay. All right, bye now. All right. Anika, don't hang up. Sit tight. Okay, there she is. Let me just go to Cash App and PayPal here for a second. It's one of my sponsors, Daphne. And Mike, I got your other donation. Thank you for tapping in. Pro-blacks always date outside of their race. LOL.
I've also made that observation, and I've criticized some of these black civil rights leaders for it, and I also noted that, a lot of these hoteps, they get as close to white as they can and still get away with it by dating the lightest skinned black woman that they can. So, guilty as charged, whatever.
So when did you decide to upgrade, if we can, ask you? Because you said you have a problem, I don't want to misquote you, a problem with the black manosphere. Did you say that? Like what made you say, I'm done, I'm going to shift gears and better myself?
Yeah, so for clarity, I don't consider it an upgrade my entire life. I've always dated. My first boyfriend was Hispanic in New York. I dated, white guys in college and whatever.
Okay.
So I've always, when I was overseas, I dated Koreans, I dated Nigerians. So
Damn.
I just never discriminated in that sense. So I don't consider it an upgrade. I just met a guy. We have a lot in common. You know, we're both geeks in certain areas, and we bounce ideas off each other. We're in the same profession.
You've been swirling all your life.
You've been swirling all your life. Right, that's all.
You've been swirling all your life. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Let's take one more call with you, Anika. I appreciate you calling in.
I love our black men.
All right. Area code 267. Are you there? Area code 267. Yes, no, maybe.
Hey, what's up, Star? How you doing?
Hey, what's up, man? Are black women the problem? Single black women. Let's just. Never mind, Jason Whitlock. Are black single women the problem? Crime in America. Let's ramp it up here.
Okay, I wanted to say something about, the Tyre Nichols. Unfortunately, everything that happened to him was horrific and horrible.
Yes.
But we must get to the root of this problem. The problem is officers have built up anger because black people terrorize their own people in the neighborhoods. They have no respect for law.
Sir, you got a lot of noise going in the background. Sir. A lot of noise in the background. Can you make some adjustments, please?
Can you hear me?
There you go. That's better. You were saying? Go ahead.
I was saying that black people have zero respect for the law, and they have zero respect for law enforcement, the majority of them.
Okay.
I've been around them. They want to rob and just kill in their own communities. And unfortunately, Tyre Nichols was a victim because of the disrespect that other black people put on us to make us all look bad.
Okay.
Okay. And I think that, black folks need to start holding themselves accountable. We need to chase these criminals, all the bad black people in our neighborhood. We need to chase them out, have them locked up, and throw away the key.
Jesus.
Because they have terrorized me in New York City when I was a little kid. Okay. They robbed me. They beat me up after school. I had to leave 6 o'clock every day. I am sick and tired of these animals. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, sir. He said thank you. Okay. Anika, thank you for chiming in. Any words in closing? I want to make sure you get it all out. It doesn't have to just be about Jason Whitlock. I mean, that was the crux here, but we can go someplace else before you go. Anika?
Yeah, I just want to say, black men, stop the treason. Stop with this treasonous messaging, discouraging women from getting their education and salaries when the black community is at near the bottom. Third, the third from the bottom, only slightly above the Hispanics and the Native Americans, and soon the Hispanics will overtake us. Give them 20 years. So cut the crap, promote the union of educated, accomplished black people to, lift up the black community of the socioeconomic ranks. That's the only way we're going to make progress. Cut the crap and stop consuming that poisonous manosphere nonsense.
Okay. Thank you for chiming in, Anika.
Right.
Have a great night. Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
Yes.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Okay. Really nice woman there, Anika. She's never been with a Jamaican. Troll babies, and she's Jamaican. We're talking about what black men need to do. Guys, on the screen is my email address if you want to be a sponsor for the show. We post links at the top of the rebroadcast. Okay, links in the community section, showrunner URLs, and also at the end of the show, you will see the banner rolls. And we just updated that today with new music. So if you want to be a sponsor, there's my email address. I'll give you 50% off this week only for 2 months promotion. 50% off, okay? What are the notes that I want to talk about? Hey, somebody sent me an email asking, what does free the land mean? Did the person who sent me that email, are you in the live chat? They didn't send a donation, so I didn't respond to the email. Somebody said, hey, Star, actually it was a month ago. Star, what does free the land mean? Is that person in there? No. Gangs of love, I see you in the live chat. Salute to you, sir. Okay. Hold on. Devin, I got your donation. Thank you for tapping in. Okay. TJ, got your donation. Okay. Shorty, hold on. It's one of those Jamaicans crying at the palace. Okay, then he says something a little crazy. Thank you, TJ. TJ also says, okay, talking about Jason Whitlock's clout chasing ass. Niggas be splashing in these hoes like single motherhood is solely the woman's fault. Deflection and no accountability. Is he married, Jason Whitlock? I know nothing about his personal life. Again, I don't really go to his channel like that, and I say that with all due respect. I have seen him on Fox over the years. He's got an extensive resume. Is he married? Is he divorced? What's going on with Jason Whitlock, guys? He was at ESPN. I think he's now at Blaze Media. Okay, so he's doing the damn thing. Okay, he's unmarried. Is he gay? What is his, I mean, not that matters, but, you know, who's making these types of comments about single black women? Okay. Ooh, okay, that's a hard shot. Calvin, that's crazy. If you send that in a donation, I'll read that, but I'm not just going to, you know, talk crazy. Yo, that's a crazy comment in the live chat. 817. Good evening, 817. Are you there? Are you ready? 8.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Peace and prosperity be to you, brother. Star.
Good evening. How are you, sir?
I'm doing great. Hey, first of all, I'd like to say thank you for that promotion. It's a done deal. My beautiful lady is sending that money to your Cash App right now, bro.
Good to hear. Oh,
thank you.
You and I spoke a week ago, yes?
Yes. I was gonna do it. Do it on the strength of whatever you're charging because it's more than worth it. But
okay.
You want to do a deal? I just told your Amy that I was gonna send it.
Nice.
Today.
Nice. Well, listen, I'll work with you, man. You and I spoke about that. And we'll make it happen. Do you want to promote anything tonight, or do you want to chime in on the topic? Where do you want to go?
No. I want to chime in on the fact that Mr. Whitlock actually had a great point, but I think a lot of us are failing to realize that all of this is a form of social engineering.
Okay.
Whenever Europeans take over a country or take over a particular landmass or government, they always put women in power to keep the communities destabilized. They do this everywhere. They've been doing it for centuries, ever since the Moors raised them up in the hills and mountains of the Euro Mountains. So this is a form of social engineering.
I believe that to be true. I do. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yes, sir. Yep. I just wanted to put that out there, and I just wanted to say once again, thank you. It's a done deal, bro. I'll send the information over.
Okay, we'll talk soon, man. Thank you for checking in. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Bye.
Yeah, if you spend money, I'll let you get one or two brothers off. You got to spend some Skrilla, though. Hold on. Okay, nobody cares about the HBCU apologizing for recruiting the white football player? We'll keep it pushing. Hi, Melanie. I got your donation. Okay. Hang on a second. One of my sponsors, do you want to call in? Hold on. I'm live now. Do you want to call in? Guys, what's going on with the passport bros? Well, what is that all about? I mean, I kind of somewhat sort of know, but do we need to do a show on that? The Passport Bros? Hold on. Man, there's a lot of stuff going on. I mean, some of that stuff I want to be careful with because of the algorithms, you know? Ooh, trafficking, accusations, Lord Jesus. David, I got your donation. Thank you, sir, for tapping in. I do not see a message, but salute to you. Okay. Hold on. Who is this? Is it Cyan? Pardon me. Way of the Genie. Got your donation. Holy Bible promo. Thank you for your donation. Do you want to call in? If not, we'll just acknowledge that you did send in a nice donation. Way of the Genie. Okay, salute to you. Right. Let's go to area code 410. Good evening. Are you there? Area code. Can you turn that down in the background, please? 410. Good evening. Good evening. Can you turn that down in the background? Okay. I can't play that game tonight. How about we do 516? We're talking about Tyre Nichols and a few other things. Are you there? 561, are you ready? Yes, no, maybe.
Hello?
Yes, good evening. Good evening.
Hey, good evening, Star. How you doing?
I'm good, man. How about yourself?
I'm good. Yeah, so the Jason Whitlock comments, I pretty much agree with him.
Okay.
I think he was spot on.
Okay.
He was spot on, you know. Obviously, there was no men in any of these dudes' lives because they behaved like animals.
Okay.
Everything that they did was animalistic. So emotional, I mean, you know, allegedly there was some something going on with, you know, the victim and one of the guy's ex-girlfriends or wives, something like that. Mm-hmm. I saw a little.
Yeah, there's a lot of conspiracy stuff going on with regards to Tyre Nichols, but his father is on TMZ right now, rejecting that whole thing about he was having a relationship with one of the cops, exes at FedEx. So I'm going to go with what his father is saying, but I agree with you. These were animals that beat on that man, and what bothered me personally was that I feel like they tortured him before his death. They just left him sitting there, falling over,
right?
Falling, and as I said before, I mean, why not just and hog tie his legs and put him in the back of a squad car and put some water on his face? That really bothered me. That all that pepper spray and Mason shit, and they didn't wipe nothing off of his face. But yet, and still one of those bitch ass cops. Early in the altercation, he had the white cop put water in his face, right?
Right.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Right. Now, what about the perpetrators allegedly being involved in gang activity? Thought I saw something about that.
I would
not their unit, but like prior to them joining the force.
I would believe it. The police nationwide are hiring the bottom of the barrel. They're hiring females that are 4'7". They're hiring people that are 5'3" and 290 pounds. So I'm not surprised if those guys were gang affiliated. I mean, they were acting like a gang. And what do you think about the police chief? She's the one to put that Scorpion unit in motion. What about her? I want her fired.
Well, it was a black woman at the head of this whole thing.
Yeah. Wait a minute. FBJ, is that you, sir? Florida boy Jay, tapping in.
Nigga, what we got going? We got niggas on the line snitching, talking about we got you on video with a black bitch in the house.
Oh, you going there?
What
you doing? Yeah. Yeah, no, what he's talking about, I don't want to say the female's name. That was in her Airbnb. We had some weed on the table. I gripped her butt. You know, that was in her Airbnb. It wasn't in my goddamn home. But I mean, he kept trying to push it. Anyway, what's going on, man? Jason Whitlock, did you see his comments on Tucker Carlson?
Oh man, did I? We had a whole segment about the Jason Whitlock comments on our podcast last night.
Let's go.
And had a roundtable discussion. My point on what he said is that I agreed with some of the statements about people not respecting authority, and we need to have more of a family value aspect, because when you do have more of a family value aspect in your life, you understand that the people you're pulling over, the people you are whooping ass, that's somebody's son, that's somebody's daughter. Even though you got to handle your job, you understand that if somebody cares about this somebody that I'm beating on right now, and I have to reel it back enough to not abuse these people. That's one point I agree with. The second point that I do not agree with at all is his angle talking about black women and single motherhood being the reason why this happened. This has nothing to do with single motherhood, and if you're going to paint that picture, where are the fathers? Salute to Christian Walker. Fathers in the home. Fathers in the home. Where are the fathers in the home? It takes two to tango. Last time I checked, women aren't just putting you niggas out. You guys are actively leaving the home. Yeah. So I don't want to hear none of you niggas coming on here talking about it's the single black mother's fault, or that these officers had come from single family households, because we don't know that. The problem is a black bitch and a black woman, but it's not the single black woman. It's about the police chief and the Atlanta Red Dogs to Memphis Scorpion Department pipeline.
Right.
That's what we need to talk about.
I want her fired. I don't like her look. I don't trust her. I think she's too old. She's like how sometimes it can just be too cynical and condescending, and she strikes me as that type of black woman. She came in. Are you familiar with how she was setting up the Scorpion unit, talking about, violent offenders need to be targeted with new urgency, and drivers, instead of giving them tickets, take the vehicle. It's the type of time she was on.
Absolutely. And I think she should be hit with charges. She should be hit with charges. How this is the second gang unit that you made that had to be disposed because you're sending them out to black neighborhoods, whooping ass, extort niggas, shooting a dog, slapping your grandma, taking your baby away. The second gang unit. And the reason why they put her out in the Atlanta Police Department, the reason why they moved her to Memphis is because she was protecting a white zaddy on P charges, if you know what I mean. Right. So what type of coon screening we got going on in these police departments where they got these mammy whispering Negroes coming up there and remixing the Atlanta Red Dogs to terrorize the black community? Yeah. It's your own people, FBA community, foundational black Americans. Look within yourselves and talk. There's a tough question within us.
Hey, I got to ask you a question, man, before I forget. Are the New York Jets going to acquire old-ass Aaron Rodgers? Is that what I see going on right now? Jesus. Mary and Joseph. Are you up to speed?
Aaron Rodgers.
Are you up to speed?
Aaron Rodgers is not going to the New York Jets. Number one, they don't have an offensive-minded coach. They got Nathaniel Hackett. That was Aaron Rodgers' old offensive coordinator from the Packers. But that's not – that doesn't mean – listen, Aaron Rodgers does not want to play with a first-year Garrett Wilson, a first-year Breece Hall, none of the young guys. Aaron Rodgers wants veteran players. He doesn't have to teach route combinations to. He doesn't have to practice with the summer in. He wants number one receivers like Devontae Adams. He's not going to the Jets.
Okay.
Woody Johnson is not the owner he wants to play for.
Okay. Well. Hey, man, I appreciate you calling. Anything else you want to chime in on, or do we just let you land your plane on the Jets and Aaron Rodgers?
Yeah, I'm gonna land my plane on that. Perspective Facts podcast.
Yes, sir.
Episode 53 went up live last night. So go ahead and like, share, subscribe. We had Killer Perez from the Gift and the Curse podcast. We did a pod together last night for 3 hours.
Nice.
So tap in, like, share, subscribe, man. Florida Boy J.
Yes, sir. Salute. Okay. All right. FBJ tapping in. Okay, back in the building. Got myself a brand new bottle of Ice water there, huh? And some grapes. And some grapes. You see that? I took a shot of a pharmacist earlier, and I was at the gym. Can I tell you about that right now? Just give me a minute. We'll get back to the show. Anybody else use Pharmacist 300? I got a little Aggie at the gym. I did 30 minutes, and then I saw that guy who always annoys the shit out of me. This man and I have never had any real conversations. I hate the way he walks around in these fucking slides and these goddamn sweatpants and these dirty ass gloves. Now I wear gloves as well. I wear latex gloves. Anybody ever just get annoyed by somebody at the gym? I mean, there's no real issue. I don't like his look. I'm having a good workout, and then he goes to one of the machines. I start to go out, and I said, oh, fuck, let me get the fuck out of here. And I left. Anyway, the gun show is back. Just give me a week, you know? Courtney, I got your donation. Thank you so much for tapping in. Michael, I got your donation, okay? 203, are you on the line, sir? Let's get you cracking here. Good evening. Are you there?
Hey, what's up, Star?
Yes, sir. Thank you for your support. Star? I'm good, man. Thank you for your support. Where do you want to start?
Hey, these cops in Memphis, man.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. I want to see them niggas hanging from trees. I'm gonna just be honest with you. You know, that ass whooping they laid on that man. They weren't even swinging right. You know, that was just a gang fight right there. That just looked like a straight up gang brawl.
We wish death upon no one, so I can understand your anger, but I don't want to co-sign what you just said. You know, where you from? What state you from?
Well, I'm a Harlem nigga.
Oh, okay.
But I'm out here in Connecticut, man.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. I'm out here with Connecticut now. I done got with a piece of snow and laid up.
You upgraded? You upgraded. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, something like that.
I'm trying to be objective tonight, but I'm about to go in on black women. I mean, I found nothing wrong with what Jason Whitlock said. It's not that I'm co-signing it, but I'm not, rejecting what he said either. But, I wasn't raised like he was, so his feelings, I can't necessarily say, yeah, he's right. If I say that, you're hating on black women because you got a white mama. So I'm trying to be objective. But now, do I have my personal feelings? Yes, I do. I do. Yeah. I think that certain cultures do too much on social media. And I look at them and I say, yep, that's what I expect from you. That's what I expect. Go ahead. I'm talking. Right. Go ahead.
Right. I mean, as far as, I'm not just going to say black women. I'm going to say single mother culture.
Okay.
We all know where it stems from. Because, you can have single mothers, white single mothers, black single mothers. They all have the same fuck-ups. About 70% of their kids go to prison. And these are facts. 70%. You can go on Google and see single mother and inmates and see what the problem is. I believe single motherhood culture is a disease in America that must be stopped. Flat out. All their kids go to jail. They don't have no fathers and whatever. And the fathers. I don't know what the deal is with the bitch ass niggas. They go in and out of court, family court, but all family court does is set you up for regular court to take your ass up the boat. You know what I mean?
Sir, I've never been to family court. I don't know that world. I have never been to family court. I don't know what that's about. Now, hang on a second.
I seen a nigga crying in family court.
Not me. I've never been there. I mean, listen, I've had, over the years, friends, associates, and they tell me about it. I'm looking, I'm like, oh, word? Oh, shit, for real? Fuck out of here. Now, hang on a second. How old are you? Can you just give us a little background? You said you moved from Harlem to Connecticut. How old are you, sir?
I'm 34 years old. I'm gonna be 35 in March.
Okay. Now, did you really upgrade, or did you get yourself? And I say this with all due respect. Did you get yourself a piece of Wu-Tang leftover nigga loving trash? What are you with?
No. I got a real nice upgrade, man. Okay. I got a nice upgrade. Yeah, right nice upgrade.
Okay.
Nothing too crazy. You know what I'm saying? It was, I don't want to brag and I don't want to boast. I'm modest. I'll try to be modest. Yeah.
Wu-Tang was responsible for slutting girls out across the goddamn nation when they came out. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I hear that.
Slutting bitches out, man. Wow. And DMX. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they was I think he had crack whores, right?
I don't know about that, but I remember so many white girls, calling the radio station and just, running into them, and they would talk about, I don't want to put it out there like that. I don't want to be like snitching, but, the Wu-Tang, they just slut white girls out. Something terrible.
Yeah. Yeah, man. But, yeah, man, there needs to be an end to single motherhood, man. It's running rampant. These motherfuckers is joining gangs and all type of shit. It's a problem. It is. It truly
gang
is.
On gang, man. Thank you for your call, sir. Thank you for your donation, too, Michael. Yes,
100.
Sir. 100. Okay, my nigga. Okay, in a second. Okay, let me know when you're on the line so I can pick up. Thank you, Daphne, for calling in earlier. Dana, I got all of your notes. Okay. Hang on a second, guys. I got to download this banner here. Okay. I just sent the money. Okay. I'm going to get this on the screen as soon as I end the show. Your banner will go first. Okay. TJ, I got your other donation. Thank you for tapping in. Okay. Hi, Cherie. Thank you for always supporting the machine. She says, I don't want to call in. I'm just sitting here smoking and enjoying the bullshit. Let's go to area code 267. Good evening, 267. Talking about a few topics.
Yo, Star, you can hear me?
Loud and clear. How are you, sir?
Star, you can hear me?
Yes, sir, I can. Yeah.
This raccoon called Jason Whitlock disrespecting my name because my name is Jason. So this raccoon want to talk about single mothers. Let me tell you something. My mother raised 7 fucking boys. None of them locked up.
So I need you to watch the F-bomb. I don't know who are you talking.
Oh, my bad, Star.
Who are you talking
about? My mother raised 7 boys.
Okay, no, sir, who are you talking about? Somebody said something about you?
No, I was saying that Jason Whitlock.
Oh, okay.
Some single mothers could do the job.
Got you.
Like my mother, she was one of them single mothers.
Okay.
Like you don't come get your kids, she gonna drop them off and drive off. She ain't even gonna see if you pick them up. She was gonna drop them at your door.
Okay.
I remember my mom's dropping me at my pop's house, and before he could even open the door, she already done drove off. And she had 7 boys. None of them locked up. None of them in jail. One of her sons is a doctor.
Okay.
So I don't know what all this shit about. Like some black women just don't give a fuck about just don't care about the kids.
Sir, you gotta watch the profanity. You're doing good. Just
Yeah. Some single mothers don't care about their kids. Okay. Because I'll be asking I asked my mother personally. I was like, Mom, what's going on with these mothers? She was like, oh, they're not watching their kids. Because I remember my mother chasing me down. My mother was on me like police. I thought the D's was going to pull up on me. It's her with my brothers telling them, hop out the car. Yo, grab him. My mom was on some Inspector Gadget stuff. Like she wasn't having all that. Oh, I'm going to hear my son got shot by police, or I'm going to hear somebody did something to my son, she was willing to protect her.
Can I jump in and say this, sir? Objectively speaking, I don't know what the percentage of this would be, if there's even any stats to go with this. Do you think that some females have gotten bad loads and they've said to themselves, hey, I can do bad all by myself, and I'd rather raise this kid by myself because your father wasn't shit. And maybe the fathers weren't shit. Maybe the fathers weren't shit.
Yes,
I've always said, sir, back when I started doing radio,
like that.
I started doing radio in March of 2000. I used to say, all males are not men. You see, I can be very, very objective. And that's not, caping for females, but you got a lot of hoe-ass niggas out here just, skeeting up in broads, sliding off, and they have no intention of taking care of the kids,
Yeah, well, my mother raised me right. I got married before I had any kids.
Nice.
I wasn't going to repeat that cycle because I seen dudes not marry my moms and have kids. Like my mom's had a baby father that was like what you just explained, but my pops, he was the one that, even though they wasn't together, he was helping her out with kids that wasn't his and his 5 kids that he had.
Right.
And he had even raised most of his grandkids, and my brother's kid that wasn't his grandkid that he took under his wing. God rest his soul, but my mom's, she just wasn't having it. You ain't going to be sitting around. She know where you at, and you ain't taking care of no kids.
Right.
I think women need to take my mother's approach. Drop them kids off and just drive off.
A year ago, I think it was a year ago, I covered a story, and many people did as well. And I think it was a parody. I'm not sure if it was a fake video or not. A guy came to a girl's house, and he had a McDonald's meal for just his kid and not the other kids. Remember that video? Remember that?
Yeah, I remember that. I was
funny as shit, and I still don't know if it was real or not. But here's the thing: in real life, hang on, sir. Let me just finish my point. In real life, I respect a man who goes to a woman's house, and even if one kid is his and there's 4 other kids there, you take 4 Big Macs for the kids. You take 4 sodas. You take 4 whatever those toys are in a Happy Meal. You don't just single out 1 or 2 kids. You buy them all and shit, because if you don't, then it can fuck with them in the long run. Go ahead and finish up.
Yeah. So my last statement that you brought that up, I could never go, even though me and my wife separated, I could never go over to my wife's house and not buy my stepdaughter something and my step granddaughter.
Okay.
I can't do it. I can't do that.
Right.
I mean, even if my son got the Big Mac meal, I still think they deserve to eat a little $2 cheeseburger or McDouble.
Right. Yeah.
I could see if he did that.
Buy a 20 piece of what do you call that shit? The McNuggets. A 20 piece.
McNuggets?
Yeah. Yep.
Or he could have bought the bundle box for cheap.
I've never bought one of those. Yeah, but thank you for your call, man. Thank you. And your support. Thank you. Yes, sir. What did he say? A bundle box? I've never bought a bundle. What is a bundle box? Is that like something for a bunch of kids? Guys, sit tight on your phones. On the screen, one of my sponsors, Credit Whiz Pro. There's a number for a free consultation. You have to tell them Star sent you. Okay? You can book a free consultation. Credit Whiz Pro, all right? I think we're done with Scorpion Unit. And I didn't want to make this just about Jason Whitlock's comments. But, folks, I focus on trending news. That's what my audience wants from me. They want my perspective, and I like for other people to chime in. again, I have no problem with what he said with regards to the tragedy that happened to Tyre Nichols. But I want to see everybody fired at that goddamn police station. Everybody. And if they do fire the police chief and you guys find out before me, please email me. Please. Luke Haney, thank you for tapping in, sir, via email and your donation. Yeah, I don't want to just jump out the window, but, some people have been sending me stuff about the passport bros. I don't want to, or I should say with regards to the algorithms, plural, rhythms, you have to be careful because some of those conversations, I don't want to put my channel in those categories. The algorithms have upgraded again last month or 2 months ago. Now more than ever, you got to be really careful. Let me take one more call here. Hey, good evening. Where are you calling from? Good evening, good evening, good evening.
Hello?
Yes, good evening.
Sorry. Evening Star. Can we... it's Swimmy Tube. Good evening.
Hey, what's up, man? Can you come closer to the phone, please? A little closer? You're my
Can you hear me?
Yeah, you're my last caller, sir. Good evening. Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from... I called before. I'm calling from Israel. Sorry.
Israel?
A time difference here.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's up, man?
Can
How
we
are
go
you?
left? I wanted...
Let's go. Let's go.
I'm fine, man.
Let's go
Can
left.
we go left?
Let's go. Let's go left. But stay on topic.
I want to share my experience about how hip-hop ruined my life and how I got extorted by a black tranny.
Oh, you want to go back to a previous show? Can you make it fast? What was that? 2 days ago? 2 days ago, we were talking about the hip-hop anniversary coming up, the 50th anniversary in August. And one of the questions was, did hip-hop ruin your life? And you said yes?
No, it didn't ruin my life. It ruined a weekend.
Tell me. Tell me how. Tell me how.
So, I was smoking and I was high. I don't know what they're doing to the weed, man. It makes you horny. And I was listening to Cardi B, and I wanted to try an experience with a tranny. So I looked up on Google. I found a black tranny. And I wanted to meet her.
Sir, are you trolling? You're trolling. Come on, man. You're trolling.
No, man. I'm serious.
I will entertain the bullshit. You're my last caller. How old are you? How old are you?
Seriously.
How old are you?
I'm 28. 28.
Have you been in the military in Israel? It's mandatory.
Of course.
How many years?
It's mandatory, you know.
How many years? I know it's mandatory. How many years?
I did 3 years.
Okay. My ex-girlfriend's brother was in the military in Tel Aviv.
Yeah, not that special, man.
Yeah.
What unit did he serve?
I don't know. It was mandatory, though. All right, so okay,
Yeah.
so hang on. So now you want us to?
That's it. I wanted to share an experience. I was high and I was listening to Cardi B, and yeah.
Okay, so what happened?
I think
did you meet up with this black tranny, and how old was this nigga with the wig? How old was he?
No, it was a Somali dude. I don't know if it was Somali, maybe Sudanese. It was an immigrant.
Somalian.
Maybe.
Okay, did you connect? Keep it real. Come on, I'm going to entertain the trolling. Come on. Did you connect?
Not really.
Sir,
not really.
Did you connect? Keep it real. Come on. Did you connect?
No. Because he started. He was high. I don't know. He was high on coke. His eyes went like really round and big. They ask for more money, and
did you ram him or did he ram you? Keep it real. Somalian tranny.
no, no, there was no connection. Seriously, I'm not lying. I'm not trolling them.
You mentioned cocaine. Who had the coke?
Not me, that's for sure.
Okay. Okay.
I don't know. I think he was on. His eyes went very big.
Okay.
And I was drunk and high.
You were drunk and
really
high. Okay. Were you at a hotel?
Yes.
Were you at a hotel? Where were you drunk and high? And where were you?
Wandering Tel Aviv, man.
You're a liar and you're a nigger. But thank you for calling, man. Thank you.
No, I'm not lying.
He's lying. Sounds like he's high on some shit, though, to be honest with you. Need no favor. I got your donation. Thank you so much. Guys, let me get this banner ready, guys, for the screen. Hold on. Folks, if anybody needs a banner for the end of the broadcast, reach out via email. If you want to get your banner in the music rotation, okay? We will make one for you. Custom banner, okay? All right, we're done here. Thank you for chiming in on the topic. I may change the title. I'm not sure, but salute to Jason Whitlock. I don't want to critique anyone's content, that hard, but it was viral, his comments. And again, I have no problem with what he said, but he did put blame on single black mothers in particular, okay? You guys enjoy the rest of your evening. Take care.
I can get fly, 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 fly. I can get fly, 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 fly. I can get fly, 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 fly. I can get fly, 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 fly. Relax your mind and let it unwind. No time for fights. Just open your eyes to see the light. Don't hesitate now. There's too much in front of you to take a hit now. Prepare for the worst, but prepare for the best. Cause only your mind holds the curse that you partner with it. I ain't tryna stop you from the love that guides you. I just wanna be the one to try you, mold you, make sure that you're on a good road. Little did you know I can get fly, 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 fly. I can get fly, 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 fly. I can get fly, 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 fly. I can get fly, 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 fly. Ooh. This is the love and the flow that I live by. Just realize what it is and pass the lie. So don't be shy to get high. Got this green for the get by. Don't hold back on this here fly. I can get fly, 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 fly. I can get fly, 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 fly. I can get fly, 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 fly. I can get fly, 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 fly. Got a pack in the back and a seat on my left. What you wanna do, baby? You the best. Coming from the east, not the west. Southside got it written on my chest. And you know this is real love. I just wanna be the one to guide you, mold you, make sure that you're on the right road. Little did you know, I can get fly, 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 fly. I can get fly, 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 fly. I can get fly, 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 fly. I can get fly, 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 Energy is fire, conversation is right. If you stay tonight, baby, I might let you say all of me. Want you here, need your mind in these sheets. Completely intertwined in our minds, yeah. Tell your future like a psychic. Baby, you gon' end up right in my bed. Chemistry is science. I could play it cool, but I'd be lying. I'll read you like a psychic. I'ma tell you something, you gon' like it. Chemistry is science. Better than what you was fantasizing. Different kind of blue. Starry in the daytime. Found my living proof with you. I might lose all of me. Want you here, need your mind in these sheets. Completely intertwined in our minds, yeah. Tell your future like a psychic. Baby, you gon' end up right in my bed. Chemistry is science. I could play it cool, but I'd be lying. I'll read you like a psychic. I'ma tell you something, you gon' like it. Chemistry is science. Better than what you was fantasizing. Tell your future like a psychic. Baby, you gon'